Oh, hello. You caught me off guard there. I was just rearranging my festive samples. We're feeling very festive today. I'm a bit disappointed because I did forget my festive jumper this morning, but we're still getting into the Christmas spirit anyway. My name's Joe Remblance. Welcome back to Crafters TV. This is, of course, our festive bog-off special. Bog-off almost sounds a bit like go away, doesn't it? We don't want you to do that. We want you to stay with us because we want you to avail of all of the fabulous deals that we've got for you in the show. Loads of half-price deals and also going to give you some cheeky freebies as well, if you're lucky. Loads of you joining us already, I can see, commenting away over on Crafters TV. That's the best place to join the conversation. But without further ado, she is back in stock. It's Debbie. How are you, Debbie?
Hello, my goodness. It feels so weird to be back here, but I am back here for a couple of days. So thank you for having me back, Joe.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Are you well?
I am very well, thank you very much. Yes, I am indeed.
Are you looking forward to your night at Shay Crafters Companion this evening for some dinner and a glass of wine?
I am indeed. I can't wait. So it's really lovely to be back, and I'm really super excited because we've got a really great show planned for you for today. Shall I show you a couple of things that we've got?
Yes, let's.
Now, you're going to have to excuse me because things haven't changed in the last month since I've been away. So I'm still as messy as ever, but that's the fun of having us here in the craft room, isn't it? But what I'm going to show you is some of the things that we've got. So, and can I just please excuse the nails? Don't be going in too close with these nails. All the air, can we just say, pointing out the air, I've got lockdown air and lockdown nails. So let's just take a look. We have got some fabulous Christmas stamps. Because we didn't mention it, did we, Joe? We said we were going to go all festive today. It's all about the festivities.
It's all about the festivities.
Christmas. Don't think we've gone mad. We haven't gone mad, have we, Joe?
Not yet. Not far off, though.
Quite. Not quite. Nearly, but not quite. So, yeah, we've got loads of great things. So I've got some beautiful stamps. I've got some stamps and dies as well, where you're going to be able to create these beautiful cards. I've also got them. I love these. These are absolutely gorgeous, these. These are the photo frame stamp and die sets. And there's a couple of options there that we've got as well, which are absolutely gorgeous and make personal cards, Joe. Personal things that you can send to somebody. We've also got things to do with foiling. They knew I were back. I did ask. I asked nicely. I love foiling. So we've got some beautiful foil things. And when I say foiling, not just foiling for cards, but look at this, what our lovely crafty angel has
What's that called?
What now? Do you know, Joe, we used to make these when I was a kid. I used to make these and we used to dangle them from the roof.
Is it called like an angel chain or something like that?
It's something, yeah, a Christmas chain I call it. But these are the kind of things that you can do when it comes to foiling. And not just foiling, we've got gift boxes, we've got gift bags. Look at this, Joe. This
Gorgeous.
is a gift bag. You can foil these kind of things. Look at this when you want to come to start making your own Christmas decorations.
Oh, show us your baubles, Debbie.
I'll show you my baubles, Joe, if you show yours. But yeah, we've got some gorgeous things. And not only have we got the gorgeous foiling, we've also got some foiling cut and, wait a minute, get the teeth back in. Foil, cut and stamp dies. There we go. That's what we've got lined up for you, Joe.
Loads coming your way, of course, and fabulous deals every single step of the way. We were talking in the earlier show and we were saying, you know, what we're going to ask people this morning to comment away and let us know. And I said jokingly, tell us about your best Christmas arguments. You know, and you have like these fabulous arguments at home. And as long as they're sort of jovial, absolutely, we'd love to know about them. Get them into us. Over on the Facebook Live over on Crafters TV. Make sure you're giving our social media a like because that's where you find out first about all the backstage gossip and all the best deals. So you want to make sure you've given both of those a like. Okay, let's jump right in because we've got a fabulous festive collection coming your way this morning. First up, what we've got is the rubber stamp collection. Now, these samples I've got here, or these boards to show you, they're just kind of the, these are the focal stamp that you've got. You're also going to get more in there. You're going to get some embellishing stamps to go around with these as well. They're rubber stamps, so they give you a wonderful clarity and also you just need to cut those out and mount them up. So that's 3 of them, and you're also getting the poinsettia one as well. Very, very busy on these. You've been going for these before the show. I can see people have got these in their basket already on those ones. So that's those. They are £9.98 if you're in the UK and £9.98 if you're in the US. It's a half price deal on those, which is fabulous value. Now, let's move on to the stamp and dies. If you're thinking about getting all of this, hold fire is all I'd say, because we can make this even more fabulous at the end. So with the stamp and dies, you're going to get the jingle bells, which is this one just here. So really lovely. It's been used as an edgeable here. You can see how it's cut that detail out. But the great thing about it is that you get it's you can cut the whole thing out, but the outside cutting edge is in two parts. So it means that you can either cut the detail. You can stamp the detail, you can cut half of it out, or you can cut all of it out, and that gives you the most amount of craftability. These would normally be £7.99 for one, or £11.95. However, for that price, you're getting two today, because it is a buy one, get one free. You buy one, you get one free. What do you do, Debbie?
I said, you buy one, you get one free.
Absolutely, you do. Now, these are fabulous, and I'm really surprised we've managed to get these for you in a bog off. Buy one, get one free, because these are the photo frame stamp and dies, and these are fantastic for making personalised cards. Even if you were going to give something like a voucher, you want to give someone something personalised. I just think they're really, really fabulous. And what a lot of us do is a lot of us have pictures, especially on our phones. I think we're all guilty of this, having thousands of pictures on our phones and photos that we don't do anything with. They just sit there forever, and then when our storage gets short, we go through and delete loads of them. So get them all off. All of those precious memories that you've got in your phone, on your camera, in your computer, get them printed out and make something fabulous out of them. This is going to allow you to do that with a festive theme. All the dies and stamps there, you need to do that. You've also got Christmas blessings is the other one. Now, £19.99 should be for one, or £25.95. However, buy one, get one free means you are getting both of those, which is fabulous, fabulous value. Very busy on those already. Now, some foiling. I think foiling is beautiful all year round, but at Christmas, it just really lends itself to foiling, doesn't it? And all of these beautiful designs that we're able to bring to you. So we've got the foil, I can never say this. I always struggle with the names of the foiling items. Foil, stamp, die, Christmas background collection. There we go, I got it out. So firstly, you've got this one. Just a lot of words there, isn't there? This is the holly background. Now look at how it catches the light. Can you see how it's just such a sort of elegant touch of elegance it adds to your cards. Now, you've got the positive, but this is also the negative, or the waste is this part here. So you get two very different looks and feels. It'd be lovely to foil onto brown paper for gifts and things like that, might be lovely. You've got that one, and then you've also got the snowflake background here as well. So you can see with this one, again, just beautiful. Would love to see this on something like acetate. I bet that would look gorgeous in your card projects. £29.99. Now, it should be £29.99 for one, or £39.95. You get both of them. Now, I know what a lot of you will be saying already. I'm going to get it all. I want the whole collection. Well, if you get the whole collection, it gets even better, because £69.95 or £87.83, that is the cost of the four smaller collections together. You're saving nearly £100 on this larger collection as well. That's before we give you the creator card. Now, I just wanted to double check, but the creator card is worth £29.99 or £41.99 on its own. However, you're going to get this included totally free of charge when you buy all three of the smaller collections. I can hear just how busy we are. We do not have anywhere near as much stock as we would like of this collection. If I told you we had less than 300 of the Buy the Show, that is not really anywhere near enough to go around. So you will want to stock up on this very quickly. This is what you're going to be able to create with this. How beautiful is that? Can you see as well? Let me just show you, tilt that. Can you see you've got all of that depth and dimension? Because it is a concept die, you've got full instructions, of course, both here on the packaging, and you'll find full instructions over on our website as well. Talking about the website, that's where you're going to want to go to order, and you're not going to want to leave it in this show either. If it's to buy the collection or the stamps, I'm hearing already 10% of the stock of the stamps has already sold out and gone. So if you want the stamps on their own, or you want to buy the show, you're going to have to act sooner rather than later. Of the buy the collection, already approaching 10% of the stock has gone. We're 11 minutes into this show. So it's very, very busy is what I'm saying. It's easy to understand why it's so busy when we have got such great deals. And I know so many of you are using this time to get ahead on your Christmas crafting. So take advantage of buy one, get one free and added value. Now, a lot of you will be thinking, yeah, I'm going to go for the buy the collection, but I really would like the foil press. It's a perfect time of year to get foiling. And we've got a great deal for you on the foil press. It is only in the UK, I'm afraid, but it is over 40% off. Now, you're going to get everything you'd normally get in there, but we're going to give you the carry case. We're going to give you the instructional DVD, 2 of the foil stamp dies, and 2 of the foils. I know, Debbie Robinson. Wow, indeed. Debbie is just picking her chin up off her jaw, up off the floor. Her flabber is garsted. 99.
I was so shocked, Joe. I just like, I'm looking at the screen, I went, that's amazing.
$99.99, you'd expect to maybe get the machine on its own, wouldn't you, for that?
Exactly, that's what I was thinking, Joe. So you get that on its own, but look at the extras.
All of the extras included. $99.99 is only available in the UK at the moment. Very, very busy on the collection. 10% now of the main collection gone. 15% of the stock of the stamps gone. So do be busy. I hope you can... How fast can you craft, Debbie, this morning?
What do you mean, how fast can I craft? Well, you know me, Joe, I'll turn me on to absolutely anything. So literally, I could craft... You just tell me what to do and I'll just
It's going to be a case of, as we go through, I think it will be a case of just what is left we'll start to do as the hours unfolds. We're here for the next couple of hours. Just to give you a heads up as well, there is a craft vault coming your way at the end of this show. However, I'm hearing that the craft vault items are already busy, so do get ahead and shop those. You'll find them within this special show, the Bog Off Special. Is it a Bog Off Special? No, or is it called Festive Fun? Bog Off sounds wrong, doesn't it? It's a Bog Off Christmas Special. You'll find it within there. When you go into there, the craft vault items will be tagged with the craft vault logo. So that is where you go. If you want to shop, it's a perfect time to get your orders in, craftscompanion.co.uk.com or .eu. But for now, I'm going to hand you over to the lovely Debbie, and I'm going to dive into your comments. Take it away, Debbie.
Oh, gosh, I'll tell you, I feel a little bit rusty, Joe. I don't know where to start. I'm all rusty. I need oiling this morning. Let me tell you, a bit of lubricant. Well, I've got my coffee. That class has done it. My coffee's down there. So let's get cracking straight away. Now, these stamps are... I love stamps. I always used to be afraid of stamping, but since I've been working for Crafters Companion, all the things that can be taken, that take all the hard work out of stamping I've now got. So I actually enjoy stamping now. It's one thing that I love to do. And I know from the comments that I've been receiving with all the things that, the situation that we're in at the moment is we're trying new things all the time. And stamping, if it's something you've been afraid of, don't be afraid anymore, let me just tell you. And another thing that people always say to me is that grey unmounted stamps frightens people, so it puts them off. Do not be frightened. They are so easy to use. And I'm going to show you just how easy they are to use. Now, I've chosen the Robin Redbreast for this particular one. So when you get it, it actually comes to you like this. We manufacture this ourselves. These are our own. We have our own rubber stamping. Wait a minute. Debbie, angles, there we go, there we go. We've got this beautiful design, but we actually make these ourselves and they are fabulous. You get a really defined, crisp stamp every time you use the unmounted grey unmounted rubber stamps. Debbie, get it the right way around. Right, so first things first. We don't want to leave it like that on the sheet. We need to take a pair of scissors. So get your pair of scissors from Crafters Companion. These are our beautiful 6-inch scissors. And what you're going to do is you're going to, personally myself, I would do all of these at once. But for the sake of the show, I'm just going to show you. You just get your scissors and you follow around that outline. And you can see it doesn't matter if you go a little bit not too close, but don't go right close to it because you're in danger of going over your design. So you just take your scissors, and if you've noticed, I'm moving the stamp, not my scissors. My scissors are staying exactly the same place that they should do. But look at these. These are absolutely gorgeous. And let me just tell you, each one of these designs are fabulous. Now, when you've trimmed all of them, just get rid of these little bits that you don't need. Throw those in the bin. But recommended, what I would say is you definitely cut all those out and keep them in the same packet as that one is. Right, now then, how do we adhere this to this? Because this is my stamping platform. So to do this, we need, as if by magic, stick and spray. Now this is perfect. This is the the temporary repositional glue, which means it's perfect for grey mounted stamps. Now all you're going to do with this bit is give it a good shake, and what we're going to do is we're just, in fact, tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a piece of cardstock underneath because I don't want it to go in on my stamping mat. What you're going to do is just little bit all over, and that's the best way I can say it. Just little short squirts, just like that, and then you leave it for about 30 seconds. It does tell you on the tin, so let me just tell you there. So it tells you about 15 centimetres away, which is what I was away from there, not all right on top of it, but about 30 seconds to let that go tacky. So while I'm waiting for that to go tacky, let me just move that to one side for a second. I've now got my stamping mat and my stamping platform. I can see Sarah and Leanne have been quite busy while I've been away. This is looking rather loved and well loved. In fact, I can see sparkle on there, ink on there. Hey, well loved it is, well loved. Now that should be about ready. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop that into the middle of my stamping platform. There we go. And you just adhere that on. You can give it a little test. If it falls off, you know it's not stuck on. As if by magic, Joe, as if by magic it did that. Let's get that back on there and then just give that a good press down. And then you're going to take your ink. So I'll move that out of the way for a second. And the ink that I'm using, and this is dependent on what you're going to colour with. I'm using our Spectrum Noir Tri-Blends to colour in. So I'm using alcohol-proof dye, which is the non-smear with alcohol ink. And
Debbie, I'm sorry to interrupt
Oh,
you,
what's
but
wrong?
I'm
What's
going
wrong,
to have to
Joe?
keep you. I don't mean to be the bearer of bad news. However, a fifth of the stock of the stamp collection has gone. 20% sold out and gone. Just to give you an idea of how busy that makes us, we're 17 minutes into our show. So many more of you like to watch these shows back afterwards. I definitely don't think that the stamp collection is going to make it to the end of the show. It's also very busy on the buy the collection, which will be the only way to get these stamps once the stamps sell out. I hope that made sense. It made way more sense in my head, Debbie.
Bless your heart. But thank you for telling me, Joe, because I don't know these things. I don't hear those things that are going off. So, and I want to get to this best bit in showing you how these work. So we've got it onto our platform. I've taken my ink, which is my alcohol ink proof dye, and all I'm going to do is give this a little... Oh, do you know what? Am I moving? Oh no, I thought I were moving then. I'm not moving at all. Give it nice little short taps all the way around. There we go. And you want to give it a good coverage. So the lighter the taps, the better. There we go. You can see now that image is really coming on. You can see all the ink going on there as well. So literally, nice little short taps all the way around until you think you've got enough on there, and I think I'm quite happy with that one. So I've now taken, I'll just quickly explain, because I'm going to make a bit of a diorama card. However, I'm going to be using it with another set of dies and stamps, so stay tuned. But what I've done is I've cut out using one of our nesting dies, and this is what I'm going to actually use to stamp my image on. So pop that onto there, and just give that a little tip there. Oh, did look at that, it disappeared again. There we go, let's pop that on there. Oh, do you know what I could have used? I could have used my magnetic, I could have used my big stamping platform.
Oh, we had a great deal on.
Yes.
We had a great deal on last night for the 8x8 with the magnetic stamping base as well. $24.99 if you're in the UK. So go back to last night's show and grab it from there if you want it. Great deal on that.
Right, Joe, I've stamped up my lovely image. What I was just going to say is, because I've noticed that this is now not sticking, all I would say is give it another blast, especially as it's a new stamp as well. Give it another blast and let that settle for a little bit, for another 30 seconds. One thing that I do when I'm storing these stamps after I've used them is I put it onto some acetate and then pop it back in its packet. So I put a little piece of acetate and then pop those on, and then when you want to keep using it, you just peel that off and keep popping that back down onto your mat. So I just think it's a really good way of popping that on. There we go. So move that to one side, and then it's a case of colouring, and this is down to your choice. You can colour to your heart's content. Have I got time to colour, Joe, a little bit?
Of course you have. You go for it. And if you don't forget, we've got a new show every Friday as well, Debbie. Colour Me Happy, all things colouring. So it's going to be the aqua markers this week. You guys absolutely love it. It's a free download every week as well for you to colour in. So definitely go watch that. Have you caught any of that one yet, Debbie?
I have indeed, Joe.
Oh, it's a good one, isn't it?
It is. And can I just say that lovely free download that our Stacey did last week? Oh my goodness, that is absolutely beautiful. It really was. But yes, I have been enjoying, Joe, because I tell you what it's made me do. It's made me dust off some of my colouring things and have a little go too.
And it is fun, isn't it?
It's absolutely. It's very therapeutic as well, and it's something that all the family can do as well. Now, I'm using our tri-blends here, so I started off with a darker tone, and then I'm going into my mid-tone. And obviously, I've been watching our Sarah, so I've been taking lots of tips, lots of hints and tips from her when it comes to colouring with the alcohol markers. She's like a little genius now with it, isn't she? Well, what I watch her, she's absolutely fabulous. There we go. So I'm just going to colour all of this in. And then Laura's saying she's had plenty of practice over the last few weeks. I know the boys love colouring with her, so I know that when she gets home, that's what they do. They crack out those pens and they give it a nice old colouring session.
And these stamps, Debbie, could you colour them in with any of your colouring mediums?
Absolutely.
You know, if you had, your pencils or your classics or even your aqua markers.
Yep, you can. The only thing that I'm going to tell you there, Joe, is that you will need the right ink for that. And when I say the right ink, if you're going to be using watercoloured products, so like your watercolour pencils, let me think what else, aqua markers, sparkle pens, if you wanted to, because you can colour with sparkle pens. You and me both love our sparkle pens, Joe, but you'll just need to change your ink. So if you are using a watercolour, you'll need the watercolour. In fact, hang fire just a second. Let me go and delve in my little bag. Here we go. Waterproof dye. And there is a choice of 4 colours as well in both of these, because this is the alcohol proof one, this is the waterproof one. So if I just pop them down there for a second, you can see just by looking here, it gives you a teeny weeny bit of a clue. You've got your alcohol pen marker on the front, and on this one you've got your water brush. Fabulous. Which means anything to do with watercolour, this is your go-to. And like I said, there's different colours. This is Noir Black, Joe, but this is the Flagstone, which is like a deep grey. Nice. On a bit of a wave, so a bit deep grey, which is fabulous because there's 4 colours to choose from as well. And with rubber stamps, can we still do all the other things that we can do with stamps? So like heat embossing and all that sort of stuff. You still do all that, Debbie? Absolutely. Heat embossing, you can colour. So with these sparkle pens, one of my favourite things, especially with a grey rubber stamp, is to colour your image with the sparkle ink and then stamp, and that looks outstanding. It really does. You may have seen some of the techniques. If not, check our pages out. Check YouTube channel, because there'll be some on there, Joe. Absolutely, with that technique. There will be. But there's loads and loads of techniques on there. Whilst you're just colouring that, loads of you saying hello this morning, Debbie, to both of us, which is always lovely, isn't it? Christine saying hi, Joe and Debbie. Sue is in Bognor Regis. She's saying hi. Cindy's in Ohio, Cindy. Debs is saying hi from Maryland. Lauren is in Virginia. Katie in San Francisco. Gosh, you guys are up super early in San Francisco this morning. Smith Stan saying, OMG, is that our Debbie Robinson with you today, Joe? Fabulous. It is indeed. Alex is saying hi from Lancashire. I see Eleanor is saying, morning, Joe and Debbie. So looking forward to a day of craftiness. We got double helpings of me and Debbie today, haven't you, Debbie? We have indeed. We've got double Debbie today. And we're up this afternoon, Joe, for the Creative Cravings. Yeah, I nearly forgot. I'm having a problem with my pen, Joe. Just for a second, have you got a moment where you could just while I just have a fiddle with it? Of course. It's these lockdown nails. Let me just tell you, it's these lockdown nails. So. I just want to give you a reminder of the stamping collection, actually, if I may, because it is over a quarter of the stock of the stamping collection is now gone. So it's not going to last the show. If you want it, you're going to need to be quick for it. These are the focal images that you've got on each one of the rubber stamps. So you've got those 2 there. Did I say 25% of the stock has gone? If I said that now, that'd be a fib, because 30% of the stock of the stamps has gone. We will still be able to give you the stamps, but the only way to get them will be in the Buy the Collection. So if you want the stamps on their own, $9.98, they're a half price deal. It's why they're so busy. Grab them now. Very, very busy.
on the full... No, that one needs to go there, doesn't it? Come on, Joe. What are you like? Very, very busy on the full collection as well. The full collection gets you everything. The 2 stamps and dies, the 2 foil pressed backgrounds, and also those 2 beautiful stamp and dies to create those lovely photo projects as well. All of that, and then as a Brucey bonus, you're going to get included in there this wonderful creator card die, this beautiful concept that you've got there. It's the classic Christmas. You save you nearly £100 when you go for it in this configuration, and you're going to be able to make that beautiful scene. Can you see just how much depth and dimension that has got? It really is quite fantastic. £67.95 if you are going for the whole collection. £87.83. You're saving £2 short of £100 when you get it like that. How are you getting on over there, Debbie? You all right?
I'm doing fine, Joe. I've just been busy colouring away, and then once I sorted my pen out. However, I thought rather than me sit here colouring the whole of it, I'll just show you the one that I did this morning, actually. I was busy colouring this morning. So you can see there we've got him half coloured. I'll finish him off later. But when you finish him off, and it's just a case of choosing your own colours that you prefer, that's what he's going to end up looking like. He's absolutely beautiful. And don't forget, this is just one of those stamps, Joe, and there is a lot of stamps on there for your money as well. So you're getting an extra little detail. You added extra little poinsettia there. You're getting a lovely little snowflake, so you can create your lovely snowflake backgrounds with it. And then you're getting a lovely sentiment as well, peace, which I think is absolutely gorgeous. So that's that bit done, Joe. However, I did say, and I did tease, that I was going to use with another die stamp and set that we have on the show, and I thought this one would work perfectly with it. This is a poinsettia. So if I just hold that there for a second, you can see now you've got this beautiful set of dies and stamp. Now you showed and you tickled on it earlier, Joe. I saw you with a couple of little, let me just grab some out. These are the kind of things that you can do with it. Now, I've just got a couple of concept cards to show you to start with, because what it actually does is it stamps, but then the 2 outer dies enable you to cut out a solid form like this. And look at this one, a lovely spinner card, Joe. I love making spinner cards. Let's get that the right way around. If you saw me a while ago, I think it was one of the Wednesday Creative Cravings, I actually did a spinner card. But this is fabulous. These are the kind of things that you can do. The bells is one of the other ones, Joe, what Joe showed you as well. And again, another little concept just to show you, and I'm going to be using this one for this concept with that poinsettia, is where you stamp on an edge and then you die cut, but you can create your own shaped cards, Joe.
Fabulous.
Look at that, which is what I'm going to show you how to do.
Ooh,
so
wonderful.
Before I move on to the rest of the samples, let's show you how I've done that. Now, I did tease you.
Just talking about that previous one, Debbie, I am sorry to keep butting in, but I do need to let you know a third of the stock of the stamps is now gone. They are going to sell out, and when they do sell out, the only way to get them will be in that main collection. So do not dilly and do not dally is what I take away from that.
Right, so can I get back to it, Joe?
Absolutely.
Thank you very much. So what I've done now, let me just show you what I've done before we go any further. I'm going to make a little bit of a diorama card. And when I say diorama, it's one of these lovely box cards where you create a little bit of a scene in the background. Now, I took a piece of A4 card. This is A4 card. And the only thing I did was I cut it 5 inches all the way down. That's all I've done. So that's A4 cut to 5 inch in width. Wait a minute, width, depth. Joe, help me out. Width or depth? What's that one?
What one?
That way? Width.
That's width. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Joe. TLC, no changes. So, and then what I did was I scored it. So I took my scoreboard and I scored this at 2.5 and 3.5. And then I just reversed it and did exactly the same. 2.5, 3.5, and then it's just the mountain and valley where I've just created that lovely little square part there. And obviously that was my nested die that was cut out there through the middle to create that scene, because that one is going to slip in the back like that, okay? And then I've repeated that on the second piece of card, but on this time I haven't placed out a middle because that's going to be the back of the card. But it's exactly the same way. It's an A4 piece of card, width-wise 5 inches, and then scored at 2.5 and 3.5, and again reverse that around 2.5 and 3.5. And that is how I'm creating this lovely card. However, I'm now going to use the front panel. I'm going to flatten it little bit because I just want to show you what I'm going to do next. I'm going to take the poinsettia die and I'm going to stamp first with this part. So what I'm going is I'm taking the stamp off the carrier sheet, okay? And then I'm going to place it on there. Now I'm going to bring back in my stamping mat. And I'm going to bring back in my stamping platform. Actually, I could have done with my little one. Oh, where's my little one gone? What have Sarah and Leanne been doing? What have they got? Oh, do you know what I could use? I could use rocker blocks, Joe. Because I think we had some rocker blocks on the show somewhere. You might have to go and have a look on the website and have a look. But there was some rocker blocks down there. So let me grab one of...
I think it might be on tonight's show.
Oh.
Good signposting, Debbie. There's a reason to tune in tonight. Yeah, the Rocket Blocks will be on the show tonight. I'm looking very much forward to see you doing some Zentangle later as well.
I love a bit of Zentangle.
I might have a go with you if that's all right.
We're meant to... You can absolutely... We'll stamp an image out for you, Joe. You can do it at that end and I'll do it at this end. But I do love it. I do love a little Zentangle. Little nice light relief again. But yes, tune in later. Right, so because this is an acrylic stamp now, I don't need the use of any spray. And so I've just popped that onto my rocker block. And then again, we're just going to just light taps. And again, choice of ink, Joe, depending on what you're colouring in, it will be which ink you're using. There we go. So let's just pop that on. Now, I think there's enough on there. And then with the rocker block, I need to make sure I'm getting this right way around. So if I turn that there, Joe, I think I might be right with this one. Then I'm just going to place this into the middle and I'm just going to do this action where you heel to toe. There we go. And that should lift off. Ah, perfect. Oh, did you see me grey roots then? Don't let me bend out. Don't let me do that again, Joe. Do not let me do that again. I've got a box die. I'm going to have to use one.
I could put it on for you later if you want.
Social distancing, you'll have to have one of those little, what do you call it, where you rub it in for me. Those with them long extendable arms. Do you know what I mean? Those. My mum's got one at home. What do they call them?
Like a butt scratcher.
It picks things up off at floor.
Oh, like a rubbish picker upper.
Just biggie whitey thingy.
Like a thing pick rubbish up with off the floor. A
litter picker. Yeah, it's a bit like that. But she has it on a long extendable so she can just pick it up without moving. Not saying my mum's lazy or anything like that because she'll be watching. But she's not lazy at all. It just helps because she has a few mobility problems. That's what I meant. So yeah, Joe, you could do that. Squeeze it on my head.
I won't fancy doing it. I
2 meters apart. We'll be fine.
With a litter picker, Debbie, to be honest. But I'm willing to give it a go. If you are, I'm definitely willing to give it a go.
Right. So again, I'm just inking up on the other side because I'm going to repeat this pattern on the other side. Although Debbie just needs to make sure she's got that right way around. Yep. Side.
Loads of you are commenting along this morning. Cheryl is saying hi from Niagara Falls in New York. How lovely.
Gosh, doesn't that sound beautiful?
She says, Debbie, I'm so glad to see you. I've missed you so very much. How lovely is that? Jen says, I've been working at home and I've been able to watch and you'll feel like my family. I love being able to work and watch at the same time. How lovely. Pia is joining us and says, hello from Samso in Denmark. So hello to all of our Danish viewers this morning. Bernadette saying that the Christmas creator scene is really lovely, and lots of you talking about all the things you've bought on HSN as well. Did you see the shows? Where are we now in the day? Last night was it last night?
Was that early hours of this morning though, Joe?
No,
I was fast asleep in bed.
What's the time now? If you were in the US on the East Coast, it's now 6:30 in the morning. So it would have been last night that you saw Sarah over on HSN. Judy saying as well that she's got a parcel out for delivery today and she's tracking it in the UK. I think Julie's in Bromsgrove, if memory serves. And she's just watching it get closer to the house and getting more and more excited. Yeah, you'll have to let us know when it arrives, Julie.
Oh, wonderful. I love it. Right, Joe, let me go back to what I was doing. So I've stamped both sides. You can see I've got on both sides now stamped, yeah? So what I'm doing now, because you've got two parts to this die, you can actually cut out a solid form if you want. However, I don't want to do that, so I'm not going to use this part. I'm going to place that to one side. The only thing I'm going to do is place this around the edge of the stamp. Now, when you're popping this on, be very careful not to take it right in, because you'll cut into some of that stamped image. So you need to leave a little bit of a space just at either end as you go along, and you'll be able to judge that when you're at home and you have that close up. I appreciate it's a little bit difficult on here, but I'm going to tape this down. So let's pop that over there. and take that down. And exactly the same on the other side, because I want to make sure it doesn't move when it goes through the Gemini. Oops, faux pas, Debbie, faux pas. You've got your Gemini big plates out and you need the Gemini junior plates. Just give me a little minute while I just twiddle my plates around. Oh, sit down. Do you know, I get dafter with age, I really do. So let's pop that onto my Gemini Junior plate, pop that down, exactly the same, it's just on a smaller plate. Let me remove my big plates, I forgot the big Gemini isn't out today. Let's put that down there. There we go. Oh, now then, Joe. How are we doing stock-wise?
Oh, the rubber stamps, 40% of the rubber stamps have sold out and gone. And the big collection is getting busy. I think the more you're seeing, of that larger collection, more of you are going for it. Why is it so great to have the whole collection, Debbie?
Well, I've seen what's in the whole collection. Is this the whole show by the whole show section? I mean, literally. My goodness, it is an amazing bundle. It is cram-packed full of all sorts of goodies, stamps. This is why I'm using it, but I'm using it. You can bring things together from different elements of your craft stash. What a great craft stash to have in this show today, because that's an amazing buy, an amazing price to get absolutely everything. And it's all your Christmas sorted. Yeah. I know it sounds really silly, and I'm being serious. I could put my serious head on. Have I got one of them? Like Wurzel Gummidge, off, serious head, on. Anybody, well, does anybody in America know Wurzel Gummidge?
No, I can't imagine people know Wurzel Gummidge.
We need to ask
We'll
Joe.
find out in the comments.
I'm showing my age a little bit as well, although they did bring it back last year. We need the original one. So let me go back to why you need the original collection. Because Christmas, we do start early, and what a perfect time to get everything started for your Christmas. As daft as it sounds, if you sell lots of cards on craft fairs when they're back up and running, you can do that. You'll have everything already, but everything you want for Christmas, this is it. Literally, you're going to be able to make some amazing creations using the whole of this show. Literally. Absolutely fabulous.
Can I just quickly recap everything you're getting included, Debbie? Is that all right?
Of course you can.
Now, as I said, 40% of the stamps have sold out and gone. So within the stamps, you're getting the gorgeous festive robin. Don't think about these just as cards. These could be great tags as well, if you wanted them to be. Think about stamping onto brown paper and making your own wrapping paper too. You've got a lovely doorway there. You've got the stag, and then you've also got the poinsettia in there as well. Now, as well as getting the main image, you've got sentiments within there as well. So things like joy, winter wishes, peace. There's loads for you to craft in that. On its own, the rubber stamp collection is $9.98 or $9.98, depending on wherever you're shopping. However, 40% of the stock of that on its own is gone. And that is people that have got it and checked out. If everyone that's ordering it at the moment checks out, we'll be much, much further along. Now, stamp and die. These are so gorgeous because they're a beautiful little concept. Now, you can stamp it, you can cut half of it out, or you can cut all of it out. It's completely up to you. You've got jingle bells, and you've also got that gorgeous poinsettia on there as well. $7.99 or $11.95 for both of those, which is brilliant. Let's move on to the frames. These are wonderful, and these are stamps and dies that are designed to allow you to create something fabulous using your pictures or photos that you've taken. So it means that rather than just having loads of festive photos that are sat on your phone, get them off, get them printed, make something gorgeous with them. All the stamps and dies that you need here to create something, even including the little die here that allows you to put the tabs in so you can attach them into there. You've got everything that you need. $19.99 for that one, $25.95. Then you've got the background foiling here as well. So you've got these. Now, these are great. These are buy one, get one free. So you've got the snowflake right there. And you've got the other one here, which is the holly background as well. There should be $29.99 each. You've got both of them in there. Now, that is 4-5 different concepts that you've got, 4 or 5 different ways of crafting. However, when you go for them all, that's the price that you would get, £67.95 or £87.83. That is what those 4 collections come to. However, when you buy the collection, we give you a special gift. Only you crafty super fans will get this. The only way to get it today is by getting it in the bundle. So this is the creator scene. You get that for free. That should be $29.99 or $41.99. So that's the value you've got. That's why you're saving £100 almost in the UK. That's why in the US you're saving like $120 on this, which is fabulous value. And this is the kind of thing that you're working towards. This is what you're going to be able to create, or you can use all the dies individually. It's why we are so busy, why over 20% of that main collection now has sold out and gone. So do be quick for it if you want it. And I think the rubber stamps will be the first thing to go. And when they do, the only way to get them will be in that big collection. Are you giving yourself a bit of a manicure over there, Debbie? Can I see?
Yeah, these nails, Joe, these nails, they're so bad. I'm going to have to sort them out. I really am. Now, let me just go back to what I was doing, because you saw me die cut, and I have just released it just by snipping up. But I did exactly the same. While you were busy talking, Joe, I did exactly the same with the other piece, just round the outside edge. And to release this, you just take your scissors and snip up, and you're going to do exactly the same on that side as well. And now I've got my front part of my card done. However, how do we get from this, because although that would look nice sat on there when you pop it together, how do we create that matching elements there where we've got that lovely shaped card feature? So it's a case of finding the right die. Now, when you're doing this, all I would say is match up on your score lines, so where you would be, and you would take your die, and have I got the right die there, Debbie? Let's just have a quick peek. No, Debbie, you didn't have the right die at all. This is how you're going to match this up to create that perfect thing. So your first score line, and match that up with that score line. Pop that down, and then just take that as close as you can get, lift that up, without moving it, just Debbie, let's just show you again, without moving it. It's a lot easier than what Debbie is saying, because I did this at home, and let me tell you now, it creates a beautiful concept. You could actually do it both at the same time, where you take them down and cut through, because these dies will cut through 2 sheets of paper. However, I know a lot of people are a little bit intimidated by that. So again, I've held it into place, pop that onto the top. Wait a minute, Debbie, you're hanging off your plate, girl, you're hanging off your plate. Pop that back onto the plate again, hold that there, and then we're going to just pop that on, hold it into place, and run that through. And then I'll show you with the one that I've done earlier. Literally, just run that through your Gemini, and that's going to cut the shaped element round both sides. And you would repeat that on the other side as well. So let's just take that through and show you what I mean. Let's remove that for a second, take the tape off, and you're going to do exactly the same now what I did with the first idea, where you take your scissors and you're just going to snip that up to the top, and then turn it around and do exactly the same again. And that creates that beautiful shape there, which will match up perfectly when you stick that together, Joe. And that's exactly what you're going to do on the other side. And then you're going to colour in, Joe, as well. So let me just bring in my two from earlier, because when you colour those images in, and let me just tell you, they are absolutely beautiful. This is what this is going to look like. That's my, let me just move this over here so you can see it better. There we go. That's my back of the card, Joe. And then this is what's going to go on the front. So shall we stick this together?
Oh, yes.
Let's stick this together. So I'm going to use my tape pen. Have we got some tape pens on the show, Joe, today?
I'm not sure that we have. There's someone on last night's show for sure. Natasha says it's my birthday today, and I'm watching this. Well, Natasha, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Natasha. Do you like to be called Tasha or Natasha? Because my daughter, my youngest daughter's called Natasha.
Natasha.
I bet we call her Tasha. She don't like a full name. It's a beautiful name, Natasha.
It is.
It's a beautiful name.
Beautiful name. Leanne was doing herself a manicure. A manicure? What's a manicure? A manicure yesterday, and now Debbie is doing hers today. Those CC scissors sure do come in handy for everything.
Oh, did Leanne?
Leanne was giving herself a trim last night as well. Sandy saying that Sarah did a quick Facebook Live yesterday showing what's behind the counter that you guys all demonstrate on, how full it is of stuff back there. You've all seen now. You've all seen, you know, we've shattered the illusion there. Eleanor says, I'm going to try this card after the show, but have a go with my fairy dies and maybe some flowers added as well. Absolutely.
Oh,
you know, you can,
lovely, lovely.
You can use it to, you know, you can use any of the techniques that you've seen across all of your stats, can't you, Debbie?
Yeah. Is it down to me? Oh, sorry. Sorry, is it my turn? Sorry, Joe, you didn't tell me. I'm just stood there like a lemon. Right, now you can see now how beautiful that looks. And the fact that you've got that lovely dye to be able to create that lovely, I mean, look, it's seamless. It's absolutely seamless. It really is fabulous. And then the last thing I'm going to add in there is my beautiful Robin Redbreast. Is absolutely gorgeous. So let me just find, do you know what I need, Joe? I need a bit of chunky glue. However, I did see yesterday, was
Chunky
it Leanne?
glue?
I call, oh, do you know, you have to excuse me, I'm so sorry,
What
Joe.
like?
What am I like? It's not called chunky glue at all, it's proper title. Is Leanne and Sarah watching?
I think we're right. I don't think we're watching this morning.
It is 3D Kalal glue, and I call it the 3D decoupage glue because it gives you that extra oomph. It's like a big thick gloopy glue. But I did see I have to call it chunky because it is chunky, but you're just going to pop some on, and I like to put quite a bit on, but I'll remember what Leanne didn't and Sarah told her off for, because I did see that Leanne got a ticking off, is whenever you're using this, make sure you squeeze all that glue from the bottom up to the top until there's a little bit just popping out right there at the end. So you've got no air bubbles in there, because the last thing you want is your chunky glue to go chunky and you can't get it out at all.
Oh, what a nightmare.
So let's just put this into place now. So again, chunky, what am I like?
Oh, I love a Kit Kat chunky.
And to pop that in, all I did, Joe, I don't know if you noticed, was I just flattened my card, popped it in, and now that card is all done. And apart from adding a few little gems on, I just think it's just beautiful. And it's showing you that you can mix and match these beautiful dies and stamps that are on the show today, which is why at that fantastic price. Look at that price, Joe. Look at that price. For the whole, where am I going? That way.
No, that way.
I'm going to stop. I'm going to leave that to you, Joe. I'll leave that bit to you. While I clear up, I'll leave it to you.
Down there somewhere. Yes, thanks for the great demonstration, Debbie. Loads of you are still commenting along. Shall we just quickly recap again? It's actually everything that you've got in the big collection, because it represents vast value. Over half the stock of these rubber stamps now have gone, so if you want these, you'll need to be quick for them. There is the whole collection, because remember as well, what you're getting in there is that creator card worth $29.99. You can shop the individuals. If you are shopping the individuals, I'd say the stamps are the ones that you're going to really need to watch, because over half those stamps have now sold out and gone. So please be quick for them. $9.98, whether you're in the UK or you're in the US. Then you've got the stamp and dies too. All of these are on a buy one get one free, which is brilliant. $7.99 if you want to go for those. They're the second busiest element, actually, the stamp and dies. So if you want those, I would say be quick for them. The photo frames, these are fantastic, because I said earlier, how many of us just have pictures or photos on our phones, on our tablets, on our computers that we just don't do anything with, and then we just end up deleting them. Turn them into wonderful projects that you're going to be able to give to friends and families at Christmas. It's such a great thing to do with them. The foil backgrounds also, buy one get one free, just as a theme here. $29.99 is what you pay for one, and you're getting the holly background and you're getting the snowflake background as well, for the price of one, which is fabulous. And now that foil press. Now, if you've thought about the foil press for a little while, and you've been waiting for a great deal, well, if you're in the UK, the time is now, I'll say, because you should be paying $99.99 for the foil press. We have it on shows all the time at that price. However, in this show, you're going to get the bag, you're going to get the DVD, you're going to get the butter, you're going to get a couple of dies there, and you're going to get 2 foils as well. So you're actually going to be saving almost £78 if you're going for that. It really is fantastic value. Now is a great time to order. If you want to watch us and shop at the same time, it's very easy to do so, and here exactly is how. Hi, I'm Joe from Crafters TV, and I'm here to show you how you can grab the best deals and shop whilst you watch during our shows. So the best way to watch us is always on Crafters TV. Head on over to our homepage and go to Crafters TV. You can see all of our shows, offers, and even shop while you watch. Now, if you want to get involved and comment along, head over to our Facebook page. Come say hello, ask us some questions, and lol with us. Or you can watch us on YouTube. Simply head to our Crafters Companion YouTube channel. Got a smart TV? You can even AirPlay directly onto your big screen. We're constantly adding new and exciting shows to our schedule, so don't forget to check in. It's never been easier to have us in your living room. It's always fun here at Crafters TV, so come join us as we create every day. All the details, I was wearing the same shirt there, all the details of how you can watch and shop at the same time there on our website. Now, we're going to dive into the foil press with Debbie in just a second. I just want to give you a heads up. We've got a great deal on our website, or on this show actually, for foils. If you want to stock up on foils, then now is a great time to do that. Remember, the 2 for £6 on the foil pressed papercraft foil, or $7, which is fantastic. Also, a lot of you going for the whole collection. If you want to just get the foil pressed foil stamp backgrounds on their own, absolutely you can. I'll just recap what you're getting in there again. So you're going to get the holly, which is this one here, which is really good. I just love how blingy that one is. And you've got the snowflake there as well. Half price on those. You normally pay $20.99 each for them. A lot of metal for your money in here. They're very, very heavy. You've got both of them there. Buy one, get one free. Oh, I'm ready. I heard the beep. So the beep means maybe it's time to hand over to Debbie. This is a fabulous deal, Debbie, isn't it, on this today?
Absolutely. I thought that was just the machine that I saw that price at. I can't believe what you're actually getting. If you don't own a machine, what a fabulous time to own a machine. It literally is absolutely beautiful. You get beautiful foiling. I mean, let's just take a moment, because these background dies that we've got coming up in a moment are just sensational, because they create the most amazing things, the amazing backgrounds, but you can do all sorts with it. So although it comes in that lovely 5x7 plate, you can chop into it, you can decorate things like gift boxes. I mean, look how beautiful that one is, using that holly, let me get it right, the holly one. The holly background is fabulous. Who watched the box making masterclass with ours? Was it Sarah? Ah, my goodness. I mean, she does a whiz with the scoreboard and making boxes. I've seen her. We call her Sarah Scissorhands, but I could call her absolutely anything else, because she's just amazing when it comes to the scoreboard. She really is fabulous. Look at all these beautiful samples, though, that I'm just going to show you that are using those backgrounds. And a lovely easel card there. We've got using the background, and in the background we've got the waist as well as the way that it's intended, which is a really clever way of using it if you want to. Taking all your dies that you have and die cutting into it as well. Just using it as a beautiful that is. And that's on some purple cardstock. Look how glorious it Look how glorious that looks in craft card. Absolutely fabulous. But then look at this. I have to bring this out because it's absolutely fabulous. Our Sandra made this. This is lovely. I'm going to have to bring it here. Let me bring it here. This is perfect. Whoops. If you want to. Oh, I feel like a mayoress. But it is fabulous for your Christmas decorations. Get your kids involved. Do lots of foiling and then take little strips and bend them round and make your own decorations. And, I mean, it literally is just a great way for everybody to come together and get crafting. Right, so, did you hear me beat ready, Joe? I mean, I will talk about the machine because this machine, I talk about it all the time because I love it. I know Craig, he loves his file press just as much as I do. I class it right up there on the same level with my Gemini. That's how much I love this machine. Now, it's been designed to work with the Gemini Junior Gemini Junior machine, but do not let that put you off, because if you do love or you own a larger Gemini, you can use this in your large Gemini. You just need an extender plate. Check the website out because I'm not sure if they're in stock, but just check the website out and you'll just need the larger extender plate when it comes to using. And if you ever get stuck, it's the simplest thing is go online, go onto YouTube, and you'll see lots of tutorials using it. Our Craig himself uses it all the time. But it has been designed to work with Gemini Junior, so if you've got your Gemini Junior, you're good to go. What a great machine though. Comes with everything you need as well. I'll just briefly tell you what it comes with. Instruction booklet. Comes with a cooling mat, silicone finger grippers, or pincers as I call them, magnetic tweezers. You also get a little starter kit in here. When I say a starter kit, you get a stamp die. let's start this right. You get a foil stamp die. You get a foil stamp and cut die, because not only does it foil, it cuts as well at the same time. That's a little starter kit. But what else do you get today? I mean, come on, what else do you get today, Joe?
Oh,
you get a carry case.
case.
Oh, my carry case is over there. I'll have to fetch it over in a moment. But my carry case is over there. I carry it around with me absolutely everywhere. Carry case is thrown in.
2 foils.
2 lots of foils, Joe.
2 stamps as well. And foil stamp, die stamps. I can never get the name of them.
I know.
Foil stamp dies, and you're getting the DVD included as well. You get all of it.
Can I just tell you about that DVD? I get right excited, but it's our lovely Leanne in the room with you. An instruction DVD about
And
everything to do with the foil press. I beg your pardon? What did you say, Joe? But yeah, you get our lovely Leanne in the room with you, teaching you everything that you need to know about the foil press. However, I'm going back to these 2, because these 2 for me are fabulous plates. And I say plates, these are backgrounds, but they're not backgrounds, because there's such detail in these. In fact, you know what? I think I'm going to go for both of them. I think I'm going to do both. Now, this is the stuff background. So I'm just going to take it off its sheet. Oh gosh, Debbie, you've ripped your sheet, girl. What are you doing? What am I doing? Do you know, me and sellotape just don't get on at all. But I'm just going to show you, when you've got your instruction booklet, it does tell you here, large die. We can see straight away that that practically covers up the whole of that plate. So this is a large die. And on the large die, depending on the cardstock or the vellum or mirror card or acetate or leather or whatever it is that you're using, you need to go to this box here, the very large box, and it says 30 seconds. So let me pop that onto there. Okay, and then I'm going to just use this. Let me just bring this up so you can see this. You've got a little counter, so you've got an on-off button. It takes about 2 minutes 30 seconds to 3 minutes for it to get to its optimum heat. You can see that mine isn't quite there yet, so although it was on beeping, I actually pulled it out, so I need to get that back in there. So let me just show you what you're going to do. You're going to insert into there, slide that in, and then there's, if by magic, it beeped. It's on green, it means it's ready to go. And these are the minutes and the seconds. So I'm going to pop that up to 30. Okay, so we'll go up to 30. And then what I'm going to do is, there we go, on to 30. I'm going to pop on there the top plate, which is what comes with it, and I'm going to press the start button. What I'm going to do is get my foil ready. Now, I've chosen the disco ball, Joe, just for you. Disco ball.
Shiny disco balls.
And I'm just going to cut that to size, get that all ready. Okay, so that's the, oh, look how gorgeous that is. Look how beautiful that is, Joe. Absolutely fabulous. So I'm going to get as well, while I'm waiting for this countdown, I've taken a piece of black cardstock, matte black cardstock, not on the show, but on our website. Go to,
I'm
ready. That's what it's there. As if in queue, Joe, as if in queue. It's almost like she's in the room with us. But it is all ready. So what you're going to do is take that plate off. You're going to pop your foil pretty side down. And don't worry if you ever get stuck. That DVD that you're getting is absolutely phenomenal. Just going to find the end there. Let me just make sure I've got it on not skew whiff. Let's just get that. Am I in place? Debbie, are you in place? Oh, yes, I am. There we go. So now all I'm going to do is I'm going to place that back on the top. I'm going to slide that out, and this is the important bit. Slide, don't lift. Don't pull. I don't want to see any wiggling around. You just slide that. And then if you are heat sensitive, get hold of your finger grippers, and I'll use them because I'm always getting told off for not using them. But pop that through your Gemini machine. Once the machine has picked it up, you let go. And then pop your pincers, finger grippers down, not pincers. I blame a certain member of Create and Craft for saying that, because he said they were pincers and they're not pincers at all. But it's just because they've got that motion, Joe. They look like a little bit, that's what they look like. Right, so let's take this off for a second. Now, what you can do is you can get your fabulous tweezers. Look at this, let me just, oh, Debbie, engage. Oh, Debs, what are you doing? Get that back in there for a second. Have I got some sellotape stuck on there? Right. No, Debbie, it's not working. There we go. I knew if I persevered, it'd work. What am I like? But what I'm going to do is I'm going to place it onto my cooling mat and let that cool down because it is hot. So if you are heat sensitive finger-wise, make sure you use your finger grippers and your magnetic tweezers as well. Okay, that takes a couple of seconds to cool down. Now let me just move this to one side for a second.
Loads of people saying, Debbie, that it's a great excuse to buy the Junior, the foil press. So if you've been looking for an excuse to buy the Junior, maybe the foil press is going to be that excuse. Liz says, my parcel's just arrived from Yoda with all my CC goodies.
Oh,
fabulous.
Oh, how fabulous. We want to see some of your makes. That's what we want to
please.
see. Go over onto the page and stick your makes on there so we can have a little nosy. Right, you ready for the reveal? I love this part. Let's have a look. Let's run that down. Oh, look how fabulous. Oh, need to get in close, Joe. Can you see that disco ball?
Isn't that amazing?
Is that not just the most gorgeous
shiny
background?
disco snowflakes?
It's just beautiful. Honestly, it's just beautiful.
I think it's my favourite of all the foils, the disco ball.
The disco ball is one of my favourites, I'm not going to lie, it really is. But that snowflake background is absolutely beautiful. Shall we do that, Ollie one?
Debbie, this is a question. Oh, you know I have good ideas and bad ideas. This could be one of the bad ideas. Can you foil on foil?
Can you foil on foil?
What I mean is, if you then, say if you put that piece of card in again,
yes,
but flip the die the other way round and foiled again with a different colour, would you be able to foil gold over silver and the card that's there already? Does that make sense?
Do you mean, so not the waste, Joe? You're not meaning the waste?
No, I mean if you did the same technique now with the foil, but did it again over the top of that, but move the die a bit, so you had like foil over foil.
Well, of course you could, Joe. Yeah, you can do anything you want with it. Absolutely, you can do. Do you know what else you can do? I'm having some light problems in my
like silver
today.
ones,
Just
and then maybe some gold ones over the top as well.
You can do, and let me just tell you what also you can do. Do you know if you've got like waste bits of foil, you could do a nice multicolour foil over the top. In fact, tell you what we'll do. We'll do that at some point. Just taking all the tape off, because can I just point out, when you have taken them off your packaging, do not leave sellotape on the back of there. And there's a reason. It gets hot. And what that would do is it would transfer onto your platform, and you don't want that. So that's just a little top tip. Make sure that's nice, smooth and clean, because the last thing you want to do is compromise your eating platform. Now, I'm going to pop that onto there. It's exactly the same. It's a large one. Let's move that back over there. I'm still set at 30 seconds. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set that off. I'm going to get me green. I'm going to have to try that multi one though, Joe. I really am going to try that multi one.
Diane's got a great question for you, Debbie.
Yes.
She says, can the foil press dies be used just to emboss card on a Gemini machine, i.e.
yes,
not using a foil press machine to foil?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Really?
You get a beautiful embossed detail. Craig's done this as well. He's done like a little masterclass with Masterclass. Masterclass. I've heard everybody's seen it, Masterclass. But he's done a little bit like that. And he did do that with an embossed the cardstock, and it didn't have any foiling on whatsoever. It's called no foil foiling, is what it's called. No foil foiling. It just gives it's an embossed detail, that's what that is.
Could you foil it and emboss it?
Absolutely,
and
yeah.
Right, so you just would raise up the foiling?
Yep. You could do that as well, yeah, absolutely. I like your ideas, Joe. I love your ideas. Oh, do you know what I've done? I'm waiting for I'm ready. Guess what I didn't do?
You haven't pressed the button.
Am I on? Am I in?
Do you know what I do? So do you know
Tell you what. Let me just have a little peek. Let me come back out there. Joe, have you got a second while I just sort me
and a friend were going into his apartment recently, and there's a lift to go up to the apartment. We both got in, chatting away. And we weren't moving. I said, I think this lift's broke. And then we hadn't pressed the button for like 40 seconds. Stood there chatting away in the lift. Loads of you saying you've got parcels turning up today. Debbie says she's got 3 parcels arriving today. You lucky thing there.
3 parcels.
Also, Pam has been in touch as well. She says, too true, Debbie. I tried all that and had to throw half my glue away. So make sure you squeeze the end out your chunky glue. You don't want your chunky glue going hard. Absolutely not. Let me just remind you, if I may, everything that you're getting included in this collection. So 60% of the stamps have sold out and gone. If you want the stamps, they are absolutely going to sell out on their own. They are flying out the door with these. We don't have as many of these as we would have liked, What we've got here is the stag, you've got the robin in here, and you've got the doorway. Just to give you an idea, that's not all you're getting. So for the robin, for instance, that's the focal point that I've showed you, the main image. You're also going to get things like these little embellishments here. You've got sentiments, you've got a little poinsettia in there too. You are also getting, as well as those three, you're getting the poinsettia one included as well. Just take a moment to realise that you're looking at £2.50 or $2.50 for a rubber stamp set. It is incredible quality. So you're going to get those there. You can buy them individually. If you want to buy them individually, though, they're very busy. What I'd say is if you're watching this back, so it's very, very early in the US at the moment, and the US accounts for about half of our customers normally. It's about a good 50-50 split. Now, they've all been up until late watching HSN and Sarah. So what I'm saying is a lot of people will watch this back afterwards. If you are watching this back afterwards, please check the website and make sure and see what the stock situation is like, because I think the stamps are going to go. Now, stamps and dies, these are beautiful. I think the stamps and dies are great because they just give you so much. They give you so many options. Now, you can use the stamp on its own. You can use the die on its own if you want to. You could you, Debbie, if you wanted to? Right, I'm all ideas today. What's going on? Could you, if you wanted to, stamp it and cut it, and then just use the two dies together, but separate them a little bit and give yourself like a matte and layer? Could you do that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Again, I like your way of thinking,
All
Joe.
the ideas today.
You've been surrounding yourself in craft for way too long, mister.
I have, obviously. I've been sleeping in the craft room this week. So you're going to get both of the stamp and die, $7.99, so it makes them £4 each, or $6 each if you look at them individually. Oh, hello. Oh, I'm still sore from that run on Sunday. I know it's Wednesday, guys. I know it's Wednesday. I didn't go last night, as producer Laura is reminding me. If you want to go for these, now these are great. These are going to allow you to take those pictures or photos that you have and do something with them. Imagine sending Christmas cards with pictures of the children or the grandchildren on them, photos of the grandchildren. You've got the option to do that here with these. You're going to get two of these included. You're getting Oh Christmas Tree, and you're also getting Christmas Blessings as well. Both of those coming your way. $19.99 gets you both of those. And then finally, we've got the foil stamp die backgrounds. Did I do it right? Yes. You can see here you've got that lovely snowflake there, beautiful in the gold, and then you've also got the holly one there too. Now, the best way, of course, to get the best value though is to go for the big collection, and it is getting very, very busy. 30% of the big collection is now sold out and gone. Now, if you want to go for the big collection, you get absolutely everything that you can see here for the prices that we've been discussing, because let's face it, it's buy one get one free. The prices were pretty amazing on the individual elements. However, we can give you this. $29.99 is what you should be paying for this. It is a beautiful creator card concept die, and this is what you're going to be working towards. It's the classic Christmas, and it builds up this beautiful scene. You get that included for free when you're going for this large collection. Very, very busy on that now. If you want the stamps on their own, you're going to need to get those in your basket ASAP. Back to you, Debbie.
Right, so what I've been doing now, I'm waiting for this to heat back up because silly old me pulled it out and then realised I needed it all warmed up. So to get daft with age. But what have I done? What have I been doing? I've been busy snipping up little strips because I thought I'd show you that little technique where you can mix your colours up. So I've cut lots of strips. I'm just waiting for this to get to its optimum heat. Don't forget, when you get it out of your box and you haven't used it for a while, it takes about 2.5 to 3 minutes to get to its optimum heat. I'll talk a little bit about the machine while I'm just waiting for it, because you do have 3 heat settings on here. You have what we call a low setting. This is this one here that's in red at the moment. I'm just waiting for it to go beep, I'm ready. And then we've got the medium setting, and then you've got the higher setting there. And this one tends to be used when you want to do things like foil onto leather, onto 100% cottons, denims and things like that. But there is a little section again in the booklet, and if you're ever unsure, just give it a good read through. But this is the bit that you're going to be using the most when it comes to your foil stamp dies. There's a section on your foil stamp and cut dies, and then this is the bit, the multi-surface foil rolls, because there is different ones on there as well. And it does tell you about leather. Oh, There we go, I'm all ready. So I'm going to pop on my large plate. I am going to pop on my top plate and I'm going to press the start counter button. There we go, counting down. So this is when you can be getting your cardstock ready, when you can get in your foil all ready. But Debbie, being so organised today, has got it all ready to do. So we're just going to wait for that countdown. This is the best thing that sets our foil machine apart from everywhere else, is that everything's worked out for you. You've got this display, use no guesswork, because we've taken all that hard work away and simplified things when it comes to this, with a minute and a second and your counter and everything on there. That means I'm ready. So I'm going to take that off for a second. I've got my cardstock ready. So now I'm just going to have a play around with the foils on top. So let's pop a little bit of red in there. So this is when, if you have got lots of waste bits at home, literally it's going to look fabulous. It really is. And again, it doesn't matter if, let's just make sure I've covered that up. If you overlap or anything like that, what colour was that one? Red. Let's just go a little bit onto there. Got green. I'll take a little bit of red down at the bottom. This is when you can really start to use, do you know your bits that you have? You might have some little bits extra, although I say little bit extra, I'm going to show you what you can do with waste as well in a minute, if we have time. But let's pop there. Now then, let's just pop on the top now. Oops, cardstock, Debbie, cardstock. Nearly. So we're going to pop on the top the cardstock. And it's just a little bit of careful manoeuvring, but pop on then your top plate. I can see myself moving this and I don't want it to move. Pop on your top plate and then pull that out and then run that through your Gemini. Don't worry about that foil because it'll just cover up. Once it gets hold, let go, it will do all that work for you. I'm just going to wait to get it at the other end.
Eleanor's asking what time we're back tonight. It's 4 o'clock if you're here in the UK, 11 a.m. if you are on the East Coast. Rosalind says hi, she's watching in the morning. Jeffrey saying, Debbie, you are destroying the packaging today, crying laughing.
I know.
Oh,
did you? I hope nobody had seen me, but obviously Jeffrey's got really good eyes and saw me destroying it all.
Helen says, my parcel's just arrived. Last one from last week. Haven't ordered anything this week yet, in capital letters. So I think definitely a lot of you are grabbing that main collection now. So yes, that was Diane's question. Yeah, any questions that you've got, anything you want to share with us? Also, if you've been working on anything, you want to show us some pictures of your projects, you can email us as well and send us photos. Studio at craftscompanion.co.uk is where you need to send them into. We'd love to see what you've been working on. Maybe you want to share with us some of your Christmas projects that you did for last year. We'd love to see them, wouldn't we, Debbie?
Yeah, it'd be lovely. I'd love to see anything like that. I'm a little bit nosy. They used to call me Nebby Debbie at school. One minute. Nicknames. Nebby Debbie.
What does Nebby mean?
Nebby for being nosy. Have you never heard of Nebby before, Joe?
Never heard of it.
Never heard of that before. Nebby Debbie, because I like to have a good old nose. So I want to see your work. Share your work. I love getting inspiration from other people. I get inspiration from other people. I know you get inspiration from us guys and from other people. So yeah, it'd be lovely for you to share your makes and let's see what you've been making. And if you have been doing some Christmas, let us know that we're not going loopy-loop in the world of craft because we do start early. Right, so shall we do the reveal?
That could be a new segment, Nebby Debbie, where Debbie finds out what she wants to be nosy about.
Bless you. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to peel off and you can see now, look, I know it seems, oh, look how fabulous that is looking. And if I just pick, oh, Joe,
wow.
Let me just show you. Now you imagine doing that. Have I got a good, wait a minute. Back there, that, keep it there we are.
Ooh,
but you look at that gorgeous foiling and look how beautiful that looks. I love doing this. And don't forget, don't throw this away because you're going to be able to use your waste. There's no such thing as waste when it comes to foiling, but then you've got another background ready. So that's the gorgeous snowflake one. That's that beautiful, using scraps, little bits of scraps, use it. That's what you can do. So beautiful foil backgrounds there, absolutely fabulous price today as well. So yes, if you are looking to get your everything that you can use, because actually I think I might use one of these for the next bit. I think I will.
Ooh.
Back to you, Joe.
Yes, getting very, very busy on the stamps and the whole collection. Now, a lot of the, we give you like great discounts, for instance, like buy one, get one free and all of this today. You can still use that in conjunction with your Club Inspire discount. So you could be getting even more money off of your purchases with us here at Crafters TV. If you're new to us and you're not aware of what Club Inspire is, here is the Queen of Crafts companion herself to take us through.
Welcome to Club Inspire, our free loyalty club. As a member of the club, you can save up to 20% every time you shop with us. For every £1 you spend, whether it's in one of our stores or on our website, you'll collect 1 loyalty point. The more points you have, the more benefits you'll receive. As a welcome present, we'll give you 20% discount with your very first order. Once you place your first order, you'll be given 250 points straight away, making you a bronze member. This will mean that you'll receive a 5% discount on all of your purchases until the end of the next calendar year, plus priority postage. 500 points takes you up to silver membership, where you'll get 10% discount plus free shipping when you spend over £20. When you get to 750 points, you'll become a gold member, which gets you a whopping 15% discount on every order, and we'll ship them to you completely free, no matter how big or small they are. Spend over £25 and we'll send them to you via our premium next day delivery courier service. When you reach 1500 points, you'll become a platinum member, giving you the same shipping benefits as a gold member, but with the added bonus of a massive 20% discount on all of your purchases. Now, on top of that, you'll receive exclusive discounts, sneak peeks of brand new products, special offers and money-saving vouchers. You'll have access to an exclusive secret Facebook group to meet like-minded friends, to find out information first and to be inspired by all the Crafty makes. We'll send you a completely free quarterly Digimag direct into your inbox, giving you lots of hints, tips, inspiration, additional offers and some sneaky behind-the-scenes gossip from the team. So what are you waiting for? Become a member of our club today.
All the details there of Club Inspire. Make sure you join because, of course, it's completely free to do so. Now, let me just give you a recap, quick pen and paper time on all the lovely stuff that we've got in the show before I hand back to Debbie for more crafty inspiration. The stamps, very, very busy for these on the website. 60% of the stock here has sold out and gone. You will need to be quick for them. $9.98 gets you all 4 of those unmounted rubber stamp collections. We've got the stamps and dies for you too, those photopolymer stamps with those beautiful dies. Remember, we've separated that outside edge to give you the most amount of craftability here as well. $7.99 if you're in the UK, $11.95 in the US gets you both of those. The photo frames, a great way to finally do something with all of those pictures that you might have. $19.99 would normally get you one, however it's buy one get one free, so you're going to get both of them for $19.99 or $25.95. Next up, the background, let me try this to get this right, the Gemini foil stamp die Christmas background collection. I think I'm going to have to start in my head putting a comma in there somewhere because I just can't do that many words. $29.99 gets you both of them. You should be paying that for one. However, the best way to get the best value and to get the freebie worth $29.99 in the UK is to get the whole collection. Very, very busy for this now. $67.95 if you're in the UK, $87.85 if you're in the US, and you're getting that creator card die included there as well. Remember the foil press, very busy here because you'd normally just pay $99.99. We'll get you the foil press and all the things that normally come in the box. However, we have worked really hard to get you all of these extras. So you're going to get the bag, you're going to get the DVD, you're going to get 2 of the stamp dies and 2 of the foils as well. Gets you absolutely all of that you can see there. So if you've been waiting for a day to get the foil press, I'd say definitely today is the day. It's a great time to get stocked up with that. Now, I know Debbie wants to show us even more wonderful techniques with these stamps, so I'm going to hand you back over. If there's anything you need to know or want to know, then absolutely pop into the comments. Now, come have a chat with me. I am monitoring the comments on the Crafters TV page at the moment, and that is where you'll need to comment along if you want to, if you want me to see them. So join the conversation there. Over to you, Debbie.
Right, so I thought I'm going to use one of those stamps again because I know these stamps are just absolutely beautiful. Now I'm using the With Love at Christmas one this time. Gorgeous circular feel again to this one, but not just that stamp that's on there. And again, I've already pre-cut mine. You can see mine's pre-cut and I've already got it stuck onto my platform already using our fabulous stick and spray, which has adhered that to the back of there. And it could be the same for your rocker block. You will need your spray to hold that down into place. Trick is 30-second rule, 30-second and a bit longer if you want it to stick down a little bit more. If it's a brand new stamp, give it quite a good covering of your spray as well. Now it has got on there as well some beautiful little sentiments. We've got ho ho ho, we've got with love, winter wishes, but then look at all these beautiful little extra details, and I think these are fabulous little extra details. Let's just take this out and let's do this where I'll show you again. Cut, oh Debbie, fingers and thumbs, girl, fingers and thumbs. To get your scissors, you're going to cut all the way around as close as you can get without damaging the design of this. But these give you that lovely crisp stamped image every time. I love a good grey unmounted rubber stamp. I just think it's fabulous. While that's on there for a second. Oh, Debbie's having trouble getting a top off. There we are. Woof. Well, not literally me top off. Sorry, Joe. Sorry, Joe. Different top. That'd be a different kind of show, which we're not going with. Let's just pop that onto there. I can see Joe's face. I can see his eyes rolling. I can see his eyes rolling. I based thought, she's back. She's back. Now then, I've taken a piece of square card on there this time, and again, I'm just going to stamp up. Now, depending on what material, what colouring medium you're using, again, will be dependent on the ink that you're using. Now, again, I'm using alcohol markers, so I need the alcohol-proof dye. Joe's giggling away in the background. Oh. I can't help it, Joe. It starts off well in the head. By the time it goes from there to there...
I heard, I don't know if you did say it, I thought you said alcohol poo is what I thought you said.
No, alcohol proof. Proof you do what you like.
Sorry.
I thought I were about alcohol poo. What you like, Joe. That's a different kind of show as well. Let's keep it clean. Let's keep it clean. Right, so again, I should have stood on my soapbox. I mean, not my soapbox, my little, what's it called, that box, the Leanne step, so I could get on top of this counter, because it's a very big counter for us shorties. Leanne won't mind me saying as well, she's a shorty like I am. Are you a shorty, Joe? How tall are you, Joe?
I'm quite short, and I'm 5'8" and a half on a good day.
I like the half bit.
Yeah,
I like the
makes
half
all the
bit.
difference.
It does make all the difference, of course it does. So I'm just going to take that off for a second. I'm going to transfer this one on. Now it's stuck. Hang on a minute. Oh, shows you how good this spray is. It's stuck to my packet.
Sean Sterling.
They'll not let me back up, Joe.
Sean Sterling says there's more innuendo on Crafters TV than there is in the Great British Bake Off. Love it. Oh, don't get us started on, soggy bottoms and this and baps. That's all we need.
Oh dear. But look at these lovely stamps, Joe. I mean, look how gorgeous they are. And you can really, let me just move this along so it's staying on my platform there. But you can really get some extra detail. Look at that lovely snowflake along there. It looks fabulous. So let's pop that on there. And let's move that across. There we go. And let's take a little bit down into that corner. And then lastly, I just love these snowflakes. Do you know, imagine doing your own snowflake background. I'm in my head, Joe, while I'm doing this, I'm thinking of other things that I could do with it. Do you know what you could do? You could use one of the opaque pigment ink pads of any colour that your choice, whether it be black or whether it be red or whether it be green. I mean, who knows what kind of a colour twinkly snowflake you want. But you could use the opaque ink pad and some clear embossing powder, and you could do the heat emboss technique. I wish I'd thought about it.
If you want to see that, you can go back. Leanne did a masterclass last week with the opaque ink pads. So definitely go back. I think it was Was it Monday or Wednesday last? I think it was Monday last week. So definitely go back to that. Just hearing how busy it's getting on that main collection. Remember, in the main collection, you're getting these beautiful rubber stamps. You're getting everything and the bonus credit card die set too. So it's definitely great to be able to. If you want the most amount of options, Debbie, I think it's fair to say it's good to go for the whole collection, isn't it?
Absolutely, Joe. It really, really is. Now, I'm just going to be colouring in here in a minute because do you know what I was thinking, Joe? I was thinking of bringing in the background.
Oh, lovely.
Maybe, yeah. I'm just thinking, maybe. Maybe not. Maybe that one. I don't know yet. I haven't thought about it yet, but I'm going to keep those there for the time being. And I'm just going to carry on colouring away. Let's just get this all done. And now then, am I having problems? Do you know me and my pens today? I don't know what's up with me. I think it's my fingers. Me stubby little fingers aren't working properly. Let's get that down there.
What are you like?
I know, what am I like, Joe? Literally. I come back in this room and, do you know when I'm at home, I craft away and I say note goes wrong. Who am I trying to kid? I don't know. I think I'm trying to kid myself there. Everything goes to plan when I'm in my craft room. Of course it does. Come up in this craft room and everything goes to pot.
Donna's just saying she got here late this morning. Hello. She'll have to replay the first part of the show. That's a really good point. You know, all of our Crafters TV shows, they all live on our website. So you can go back and watch them all back at any time you want. Go watch all the shows from last week. And remember, there's loads coming up still this week. So if you have enjoyed this show, then myself and Debbie will be back again this evening, 4 p.m. in the UK or 11 a.m. on the East Coast. We've got Creative Cravings. And Creative Cravings is sort of, I guess, is not aimed solely at beginners, but I think if you're fairly new to craft or you're trying a new sort of craft for the first time, we put together maybe smaller bundles and collections to allow you to try something. So if you fancy trying something, or with everything going on at the moment, maybe you know someone that you think might enjoy getting into crafting, you want to send them a little care package, then with anything that we bring you here at Crafters Companion, you can order it, we'll send you the invoice, but we'll send them the package. You just have to enter the shipping address differently at the checkout, so we can do that. So tonight might be a nice show to do something like that. Cartload is always on a Thursday, and it is our fast and furious sale show where we bring you the best deals of the week. Normally we just bring it to you at 7 p.m. in the UK, 2 p.m. on the East Coast. But tomorrow we've got a very special preview. Debbie, you're doing that with me tomorrow, aren't you?
I am. I'm really excited. I've never done this before, so I'm really, really excited to be coming back in the morning. I'm looking forward to it. I am.
Fabulous. So I'll be here with Debbie in the morning, and then I'll be here with Sarah in the evening. And then also another new show that we bring to you is Colour Me Happy. That'll be here at 11 a.m. on Friday with myself and Sarah. And then I'll be back on Saturday at 11 a.m. with Best Of, where I guide you through all of the recent highlights that have taken place here at Crafts TV. So it really is a fun-filled week. We'll give you the day off on Sunday to do some crafting, and then it all starts again on Monday, and we start a whole new week over again. So make sure you have gone over to the website, had a look at the schedule, and also you can press the button in this Facebook Live and get notified every time we go live, which is another great way of staying up to date with everything that's going on here at Crafters TV. Debbie, that's looking beautiful.
Oh, thank you. I'm just getting I get a little bit lost when I'm colouring, Joe. I don't mean to, but I just can't help myself. I'm just giving it a go. I mean, obviously, you can choose what colouring medium you want to do these stamps with. I think it's a personal choice, isn't it, when it comes to what you love to colour with. I know that there's a lot of people out there that have just gone into the world of alcohol markers. And I know that because of what people have been saying, it's such a relaxing, therapeutic. Do you know, it reminds me of when I was a little one, Joe, when I used to get my colouring pens out on a night time or after school, after you've done all your homework and things like that, and really, really enjoy me colouring. And I know that now that a lot of people are at home and they've got a little bit more time to kill, and they want to find something to keep their mind busy, their fingers active. And just
keep your fingers out the fridge, maybe.
Well, we were talking about this the other day, weren't we, Joe? We were talking about this just the other day.
We were, weren't we? I mean, it's very hard. I think some of us will get really fit and healthy during lockdown. Some of us will go the other way. I'm a bit undecided. I'm a bit borderline at the moment. I'm having good days and bad days. But we'll see. We'll see where we all end up. It's a good point to make actually as well. That, you know, whilst things are, there's a lot of uncertainty around at the moment, isn't there? What I can tell you is it's a great time to order from us here at Crafters Companion because everything's leaving our warehouse and being dispatched really, really quickly. The guys are super on it. So everything is being dispatched pretty much immediately. If you are in the US, I know there's some inconsistencies with some of the tracking services in the US, but don't worry. We know where your parcels are. We know they're on their way and they'll be coming to you as quickly as possible. Now, should we just quickly recap everything that you're getting included in the main collection? The individuals are available there on the website, but do go there and check. I'm not going to keep giving you the individuals because I know the stamps, for instance, are really, really low now. They could go any minute. So you've got these gorgeous stamps. You've got that wonderful one there that Debbie is colouring up. You've got the beautiful stag in there. You've got the robin, and you've also got the poinsettias in there too. So you're going to get all of those included. You've then got the stamp and dies. Now these are great because you can use the stamps on their own. You could use the die if you wanted separately to create a card base, or when you use them together is when you get something really, really stunning. You can see here you've got the poinsettia and you've got the bells in there too. You're going to get the foil stamp die backgrounds in here as well, and these are great. And I think of all the occasions that we send cards for, Christmas cards are crying out for foiling because it just really lifts them, gives them that touch of luxury. If you're making cards to sell, then foiling is really going to allow you to command a premium for that. So there is those. They've then got as well these wonderful stamps and dies to create gorgeous projects around your photos. So you've got here, as you can see, a photo done in there and popping it in here. But think about maybe using photos of the children or the grandchildren to create your Christmas cards is a great way to go. Or maybe when you do a Christmas card for someone, you're going to send them a photo of you and them together, maybe a memory that you have along with the card that you're going to make for them. Lots of different ways you can use these. If you want to get it all together, is the best way to get the best value, $67.95. And what you're also going to get then is you're going to get the creator card included within there as well. And the creator card is worth $29.99 on its own. It allows you to create these wonderful sort of like townscapes almost, aren't they? And you can play around with these and create lots of different options with them. Don't forget you can watch and shop at the same time over on Crafters TV. That is the best place to place all your orders. I can see lots of you over there now placing your orders as well. How are you getting on over there, Debbie?
Well, I thought, Joe, I could get lost in my colouring and I haven't quite finished, but I clocked the time and I thought, oh my goodness, I've got something else to show you. So I just thought I'd show you quickly where I've got to. But what I'm going to do is I'll finish that off later, and perhaps when we come back later on, I might just show you my finished results.
Oh, lovely.
Because I was thinking I definitely want to use this background. I'm going to show it off. Yes, I am. I'm going to show and tell later. But I just wanted to bring in, because I love these photo frames. These are our, in fact, let me pop that there for a second. This is our All Christmas Tree stamp and die cutting set. And again, really fabulous. If you want to personalise those things, like Christmas cards, if you want to personalise it with a picture of your loved one, or like a bit like the Royals here in England, for all our lovely American friends everywhere else, they send out Christmas cards of themselves. They do. That's what they do. It's massive. Is it big in America?
A picture of yourself?
Send a picture of yourself to your loved ones. Do you know what I think?
What would you be doing? What would you be doing in your picture on your Christmas card?
Well, I thought I might just involve my little granddaughter, because I love my little granddaughter. Everybody knows how much I adore little Sapphire. And I just thought I might have a little picture of us all together and then send it out to all our family.
Beautiful.
From Christmas loved from us to you. That's what I'm going to do, I think. So, and this, can I just tell you, this kit is perfect. There's two, do you know, Joe, I forgot my samples. I tell you what, I'll let Joe fill you in on that little bit while I run over and go and get some samples. Are you all right just to take over for a second?
Yeah,
Joe?
of course.
Laura's
just asking me what I would be doing in mine. Maybe I'll be dressed as an elf, a sassy little elf on mine, or a seductive sassy little elf. Who knows? Maybe perched on a toadstool, I'm thinking, you know. It'd be snowing. I'm seeing lots of crushed velvet. Maybe a couple of live tigers either side, you know. Yeah, kind of like a dystopian Love Actually kind of scene, maybe. Yeah, I think that's what I'm seeing. Julie has commented again. So her parcel's been delivered. Yes, Julie, I'm so glad. She says, wowzers, my delivery arrived, my mystery bag, fab selection. Can't tell you what is in it in case anyone else is waiting for theirs. Also, my magazine, so busy this afternoon. You're going to have an exciting afternoon of crafting this afternoon, Julie. Susan's asking me, Debbie, what is the card name that has a string that makes the insert twirl? Could you do one of those?
Was that my twirly one that I showed at the beginning? My spinning one? Is this spinning card? Yes. Oh, do you know, I actually did a spinning card when did I last see on Creative Cravings? I did a spinning card using our nesting dies, but those samples, I've got to delve it out. I'll find it and show you before end. Where the Christmas one, where you had that beautiful poinsettia and spinning. You could do it with any of these. Any of the red robin. Could you imagine the red robin on a spinner? All you do for a spinner is you take 2 pieces of card, pop some string at the back, and that's how you get your spinner. So you trap your string in the middle, slam them, put them, don't slam them, you pop them together, and then you create yourself a little aperture, and then you just attach it to the card. So simple to do. However, let me show you how simple these cards are, because this is our lovely Christmas blessings. This is what I'm talking about. Sending a gorgeous little Christmas card to your loved ones of a picture of you at Christmas. I mean, we've just used, look, little doggy. How fabulous is that? I love that one. I like this one though, Joe. Feet resting up along the fireside, absolutely,
lovely.
with the stripy socks. But this is that gorgeous Christmas tree. I want to burst into song, which is what I'm going to demonstrate. But look, you can see just how gorgeous these are. They are all fabulous, depending on how you do it. This technique has been used stamping with gold embossing powder and then coloured in using some watercolours. Exactly the same with this one as well. It's been stamped with embossing powder and looks absolutely fabulous. I could go on, but you can see, just look how many, look at that. I love that one, that's fabulous. Again, it really is dependent on what you want to do, but this is just showing you so many different ways and making them rather large as well, because that's what you can do. So let's show you. Now the kit itself comes with some instructions. So you get your stamps, you get your dies, and these dies, this is the one that creates the aperture. That's the little bit that creates the aperture around your stamped image, but I'm going to show you how easy to use. And then you've got some little embellishments. So we've got some gorgeous little, what do they call them? Baubles? Baubles? I don't know what I'm going to call them. Baubles. I don't know where that will go in. But if I open it up, let's just take a look inside. Because inside you'll see you've got all your things that you need to do to create your measurements. George shrugging his shoulders. It's like this. I can't help it, Joe, I can't help it. So let's just take it. Now I'm going to take a piece of cardstock, 5 by 7. Now you could, if you wanted to create it within a card, cut to 10 by 7, and then you're going to be able to create a lovely card straight away and just slip your photo behind it. However, I wanted to show you what I'm going to do with this one. So I'm going to bring in my stamps. Let's bring these in. Now, before I line it up, you'll see, can you see that it's a square stamp? So what you're going to do is you're going to line that up into wherever it is you want to pop that onto your card. Now, I want it to go onto this end. And then I've got my other stamp for the other end, okay? And that's going to place there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my stamping platform. Oh, my rather mucky looking stamping platform. Just give me a second while I give that a little clean. There we go. That's nice. Nice and clean, as if by magic. Ooh, I might need to have my big one. Can I bring in my big one? Oh, I've seen it down here, Joe. I've seen it.
What are you after?
The big one.
Oh, there it is.
The big one. Let's get this on. Was this on the show last night,
It
Laura?
was.
Oh, I love it. Was it really?
Well, you could get the platform and the base for $24.99 or $28.99, I think, if you're in the US. However, if you've already got the 8x8 and you just want the base, $13.50, whether you're in the UK or in the US. So go back, it's on last night's show, the launch party, with myself and Leanne.
And I think she's left a stamp on her platform. So I'll put that there to one side for her. I love this platform. Talk about easy peasy stamping. You could not get any easy if you tried, because it's got the feet that fit into those little recessed holes there. I just love it. I absolutely do. Now I'm using my Noir Black again because I would be colouring in with my alcohol markers. But again, choice of whatever ink you want, whether it be watermark with your embossing powders or your alcohol-proof or your waterproof one. Again, it's all down to what choice you are going to colour in with. So I'm just going to clean my mat up a little bit. I'm going to clean the edge of there as well, just because that is a little bit, I can see I've picked up some ink on there as well. So then I'm going to just place that back into there, and I love the fact that the magnets hold my cardstock into place, so I know it's not going to move. I can just pop that straight in and then press down. And if I do miss, I love it because you can just go straight back into it, Joe. I absolutely love this concept. I think, and I see, perfect example, tiny bit of a miss there. Have I still got some ink on the stamp? Let's go back in, let's go back on, straight down. Perfect. Oh, I've missed a bit at top. In, on. Oh, I love it. Just think it's utterly fabulous, this platform. And if it were on such a crazy deal, Joe, I think I might have to go and have a little look. So let's pop that back in there for a second and move that to one side. There we go. Now, I'm now going to use my die. So now you can see that the image is on my cardstock, and then the die fits perfectly into place just around there to create the aperture, which is where you're going to put your photo at the back. So a little bit of tape. Let's get a bit of low tack tape.
Janice is saying about Julie, saying she'll post what's in my bag. No, Julie, don't spoil my surprise. A lot of you waiting for that mystery bag from Thursday. Sonia is a bit late to the show today. She's saying hi. LK saying she loves the Christmas stamps. Talking of the Christmas stamps, 70% of those Christmas stamps has gone. So they're very, very busy. If you want the stamps, you're watching this back after the show, check the website to see what the stock level is at. And also, I must say, the stamp and dies are going very, very quickly now as well. We're having a very, very busy end to this 2-hour Christmas show. Are you feeling festive, Debbie?
I am a little bit, Joe. And I mean, to be fair, I do like to try and get my Christmas things organised. And I really do, because I'm usually last minute little when it comes to Christmas. So what a perfect opportunity to get everything done and dusted and get your Christmas out of the way on these fantastic deals that are on today. Now, look at that. Look how perfectly that is die cut around there. Now, I am not going to sit here and colour because I cannot believe how fast the time has gone. But look, created that little aperture, and when you colour it in, that is what it will look like. And again, you can see you've got gingerbread men on there, you've got a little gingerbread lady, you've got some poinsettias, some bells. I just think it's lovely. Just a real gorgeous Christmassy theme. Now, there is another part of this die. When I say die, Joe, I say die, but it's not quite a die, and I'll show you why. I've just measured another piece of cardstock at 5x7, and I'm going to place this in. This is going to be your photo holder, and I just think it's an ingenious part of this kit to have in, because it's going to just be able, do you know, if you want to save your photos, Joe, and you don't want to ruin them, and you just want to pop it in and pop it behind something, I think it's absolutely fabulous. Really fabulous concept. So I'm just going to hold that back down again, just into place, okay? Hold that down there, pop that on, and then I'm going to run that through my Gemini Junior. Let's run that through, because it is thin metal die, but it's going to do some just die cutting in certain places for you to hold your photos. So just run that through. There we go.
I've always think as well, Debbie, you know, we did discuss it earlier, didn't we? How many of us have got photos on our phone that are beautiful photos that we do nothing with? We just leave them, and then what I tend to do is then my phone memory gets low, and then end up deleting them. I've done nothing with them.
Absolutely.
So you could turn these into great projects. You could also use that wonderful I'm calling it the tab die. I don't know if that's how you would describe it. You could bring these into scrapbook pages, couldn't you?
You were literally reading my mind, Joe. Is it telepathic? Were you telepathic?
I'm
you were
in your
inside
head.
My head.
Get
then.
out my head.
Get out my head, Joe. Get out my head, because that's exactly what I was going to say. I am a lover of photos, so I do a lot of pictures. I do a lot of pictures. I do take a lot of pictures, Debbie. I do take a lot of pictures, but I do get them printed off because I know with this modern technology that we have, far fewer people now actually do anything with it. I love scrapbooking. I love putting personalisation. My daughter's terrible for it because she's always going into my bedroom where I try and hide my photos. She goes rifling through them, and I keep saying to her, go and get them printed off. There's apps out there that you can do it. You can do it, go into your photo shops when they're back open, but you can go in there and you can get them all printed off. But this is perfect for that, Joe, because it just takes into the corners. I remember my mum and dad's wedding album many moons ago, but this is what they used to have in there, and they used to put the photos in because they didn't stick them in. You don't want to ruin your photos. Perfect. That die alone is perfect for your scrapbooking albums, just to pop your photos behind. Now, as if by magic, I had to get them all together, bless them, because a lot of these guys and girls now are all working from home. So I just took this picture of the Christmas that they did before Christmas. They had a picture all together of everyone in the Christmas jumpers. Joe, I can't see you. Where were you?
I didn't work here then.
I can see Craig. Look at Craig hiding behind a tree. I just spotted him. I'm like, who's that little fella? And he stood on a box, let me tell you, he's not that tall. He stood on a box.
I didn't work here then, Debbie. I only started at the end of January.
Of course, you have to excuse me, Joe. I can't help it. Of course you didn't.
I'm the new boy.
That little poem that our lovely Laura wrote for me to read out, because I did the last show of the Christmas TV, and we did that, and I actually hinted that we were having a new face because we knew, but we couldn't tell anybody. We had to keep it quiet. But now
how
look,
fabulous.
It's in there, and it means then that you do not have to stick it down. You can just pop that onto your card if you wanted to lift that, just because that's literally, oops, I've nearly cut Craig off. Oops. Ooh. Look, he's hiding behind a tree. It's as if by magic he's hiding behind the tree. I love that. But then all you're going to do is, let's bring in my card blank, what I've actually popped on there. And then I've actually, because we've got, don't forget the die cuts with the lovely baubles. I've cut them into some green and gold because I fancied a bit of green and gold today. But this is fabulous. And then you're just going to pop that in. Okay? And then we're going to pop that on the top. Let's hold that into the top. Pop that over the top. And then you can start decorating, literally, because you've got all these little extras. Let's get that on properly. Go underneath the Crafters Compact.
Lisa's saying, OMG, the comedy duo is back together. Love it. Glad to see Debbie is back. Hi, Joe.
Oh, bless you. Thank you. That's really kind of you.
Well, you've been down. You've been keeping busy, haven't you, Debbie?
I am keeping really busy yet. So I am doing lots and lots of shows down at Peterborough. I am. So that's why you haven't seen me. Me and Fiona are holding the fort, so to speak, down at Peterborough.
Socially distanced, holding the fort.
Absolutely. Joe, do you know, Joe, honestly...
Holding the socially distanced fort.
We literally are taking it extremely seriously. Do you know, honestly, I can't fault them down there. They're being absolutely fabulous. But look at the fun that you're going to have with this, Joe. I love this kit. I mean, I could really stick that down. And even then, look, you've even got a little one that you can pop on there.
I love that.
And look how fabulous. I'll stick that all down later and we'll hang that up later. But I just wanted to show you, this is the kind of fun you can have with these beautiful stamp and die sets. It's pure personalisation. You imagine, even if it's sending a picture of your lovely furry friends to people, or pictures of your grandkiddies to people, or pictures of yourself, if you want to send someone. Could send one of myself to somebody, not that big headed or anything, but you could do if you wanted to.
Only if you're going to sign it, Debbie, only if you're going to sign it.
Of course, give it a little signature, yes, why not?
I just want to take a moment to recap everything you're getting in this collection. The stamps, 80% of the stamps has gone. If you're watching this back after the show, you're going to definitely need to check back on the website. So you've got the Robin in there. You've also got sentiment and embellishment stamps, as well as these Moan focal points. You've got the door. You've got the stag as well, the horny stag there. You've also got the poinsettia as well, just there too. So you've got all of those included. Now, you've got some, do you want to show us some of these stamp samples, Debbie? Is that
Which
right?
stamps? Just give me a second, Joe, then I forgot where I
Okay,
put
I'll
them.
just do the stamps and
I forgot where I put
dies.
them.
We've also got the stamps and dies. So within the stamps and dies, you're going to get the bells. Now you're going to get the stamp image to take care of that. You've also got the outside edge. You can either use the whole outside edge or you can use half of the outside edge die. You've also then got it in the poinsettia as well. So you can see that beautiful detailing on there. Now, the photo frame project dies that you just saw Debbie using. These are very busy on their own individually, but what you've got is you can create that one there. So that's the Christmas one that you just saw Debbie using, the Christmas tree, and you've also got Christmas blessings as well, sort of more of a nativity scene, which is also gorgeous. 1999. You've got the foil stamp die backgrounds. Yes, it took me an hour and 50 minutes, but I finally said it right first time. So these are amazing because I think foiling is great all year round, but at Christmas it just gives you that real luxury. So you've got the snowflakes, you've also got the holly in there as well. Remember, if you're going for the whole collection as a whole, then you're also going to get the creator card included too, and that creator card makes is $29.99, allows you to create that beautiful festive scene that you can see right here. Do you fancy taking us a few finished projects, Debbie?
I have indeed. I found a few, so here we go. Look how beautiful this robin is. It is absolutely beautiful. I love this one because it's just been done in a couple of colours, grey and red, and I think it looks absolutely sensational. Look how incredible that looks. Again, using that as an aperture feature, but that beautiful one is from the poinsettia. So a bit of mix and matching again, Joe, I think is a fabulous idea. Take it, look at him as a shaker card. He's been put behind some lovely snow. But these are the kind of things that you're going to be able to do with it. That's that gorgeous Christmas door hidden behind a snow globe there. Again, look, another one beautiful of that robin. He's absolutely stunning. I love him. And then look at these. I love these two. Just thought those out. I wanted to give you a little nod up. Look how gorgeous they are. Little bit of white embossing powder onto some craft card. I just thought they were really lovely. And then the sentiments. I just think the whole of these, not just the stamps, but foils as well. The foil stamp there. I mean, you've seen those gorgeous two backgrounds that I've done. They're absolutely beautiful. Look how stunning they look. And again, you can mix and match. So you can do this where you can add that as a topper on top of your background. Look, I was doing one earlier. Again, you could use your nesting dies, or you could just literally simply use those and cut them up. Remember what we showed you earlier with those beautiful boxes, the bags, because you can foil onto absolutely anything. Then you've got those beautiful photo frames, and these photo frames are absolutely stunning. They really are lovely. And again, really versatile ones, because no matter what colour medium you're using, you're going to be able to change it up every single time. These, in fact, let's just show you. Let's get a couple. Let me just grab... Oh, look, I've got all my Christmas trees on top. I was so organised. I put everything all together, so I've kept all the Have I kept all the Christmas trees? Oh, wait a minute. It's a good job we've got a few minutes left. But look, the difference between this one... Shall I go there, Laura? Shall I go there? Let's go there. The difference between that one to that one. Totally different, depending on the mediums you use. Let me show you again a different one. Look at that one. Craft card again. And then this is classics. You can tell because you've got lots more depth and dimension in that colouring. But again, every single one looks different. But depending on what you use to colour in with, just fabulous. For me, the whole of the show, you can literally mix and match, and you've got your Christmas all wrapped up. Okay, all wrapped up in one, but you can do those things. You can get your Christmas sorted, you can play, you can mix them, get them all out when you get them home, lay them all out on the floor, and then just think, get your creative juices flowing, and literally have a lot of fun, not just on your own, get your family involved as well. Hubbies, get them involved, get your kids or your grandkids if they're living with you at home. Do those kind of things together, and honestly, you're going to have so much fun. It's going to make this very difficult, trying time that we're all in or find ourselves in, it's going to make it so much nicer because you're making memories with the ones that you love, Christmas memories with one that you love.
Absolutely. Huge thanks to Debbie. Debbie, we'll be back together in about 3 hours. So see you then, Debbie.
Yes, see you then.
Now, we are not done. Of course, we are going to go into the craft vault. The craft vault is when I have been doing all the nagging and the whinging and the moaning to try and get you some of the most amazing deals, having a rummage as well around our warehouse and finding great things. Now, because we're in a festive buy one, get one free show, I thought I'd carry on that theme. Also, remember, if you want to get hold of the craft vault items, you need to go to the website and shop the show in the same way that you would the items that we were just showing you. Within this show, you'll then find the craft vault items. They'll have the little craft vault logo on them, that one just up there, to let you know which ones are the craft vault shows. Okay, shall we get straight on? The shaker card, stamp and die, the Christmas window and the Christmas tree. Wonderful. So this is what you're getting just here. So this is the Christmas window. Let me just bring this in just to show you what you're able to create. So you can see here you're creating that wonderful card, but it's also got the aperture in there that you're going to be able to create to have a shaker card. Ooh, ooh. So you've got that one. So you've got the beautiful Christmas window and then the wonderful Christmas tree scene as well. They both make beautiful, beautiful cards. They should normally be $14.99 each. However, today, as part of the craft vault, they are $14.99 for two, which is fabulous. Now, you've just seen the foil press. I know a lot of you have just gone for the foil press, so maybe you want to stock up on even more of the great foil press stamp dies. This one here is Merry and Bright. This one would normally be $9.99. Let me just flip it around so you can see. You can see in a bit more detail there what you're able to stamp out. And we're also going to give you as well this one here. So you're going to get the ornate snowflake as well. Instead of $9.99 each, they're $9.99 for two because it is buy one, get one free. Very, very busy on those. A lot of you have gone for them already on the buy one, get one free. The rubber stamps, even more rubber stamps for you in the show today. So we've got for you the Yuletide bouquet, which is this one. Bouquet or bouquet? I'm not sure. I'll go with bouquet. It sounds a bit more Mrs. Bouquet of the house, not Mrs. Bucket. For anyone that's in the UK, you'll get that reference. If you're in the US, I'm sorry, you'll have no idea what I'm on about. It's a TV show that we have here in the UK. And you've also got that one there. So you've got the Holly Grove and Snowflake Kisses. Hang on, these are not the right ones. I'm showing you the wrong ones. What am I like? Let me get the right ones for you. I've got too many rubber stamps on the show today. These are the ones you want. Good job, I noticed, wasn't it? So this one here is the Snowflake Kisses, as you can see just there. And then this one here is Holly Grove, as you can see. So really, really nice little elves in there. These would be great if you wanted to heat emboss these with a bit of black and with some clear embossing powder. $4.99 gets you both of those, which is brilliant. Now, some dies for you, and these are great. So these are your festive words that you've got here. So the first one you've got is the words you've got are Merry Christmas, Joy to the World, Peace on Earth, Believe, and Season's Greetings. So you're going to get loads of use out of those ones. And then this one here is this will be Festive Words 2, this one here. And you've got Holiday Cheer, Happy Holiday, Noel, Ho Ho Ho, Peace, and Merry and Bright. So you've got all of those. It's going to work beautifully with Buy the Collection that we just had on as well. So it's going to work beautifully with that. Now, the busiest out of all of the craft vault items is the one I'm going to show last, and I can see why, because it allows you to make something quite fabulous. So this is the dies and stamps that you're going to get, and it allows you to create these characters here that you can see. So you've got this one here, which creates this. You've got those stamps in there too. So that is your Christmas elf. That's what I'd look like on the front of my cards that I was sending out, I think. And then what you've also got is a Christmas penguin, because you always got to have a penguin at Christmas, it's fair to say. So you've got the Christmas penguin in there as well. Don't forget you get all the stamps too to allow you to create these. The great thing about these as well, make these multi. So she's fine, she's okay, people, don't worry. Debbie just had a little bit of a slip on the other side, but she's all right. You can cut these out, use loads of them, build scenes with these, and I think you can do exactly the same with the elf as well. Getting them both together is a really great combination there. $11.99 or $16.95 if you are in the US. That was the Craft Vault. So loads of Christmas buy one get one free still continuing right there. Don't forget all the deals for this show will still be live on the website for the next 48 hours or so. So make sure you go back. As I said, loads coming this week here still on Crafters TV. Myself and Debbie will be up in 3 hours. So join us back for the Creative Cravings here a little bit later this evening. I hope you have a wonderful day. Cartload will be back this time tomorrow. Well, this time 2 hours ago, obviously. There'll be a preview at 11 a.m. in the UK, 6 a.m. on the East Coast, and then the main event in the evening with myself and Sarah. So I hope you have a wonderful day, whatever you choose to get up to, and I hope I'll see you back here very soon. Take care.